on 12 News, another fatal accident on I-10. Why drivers are saying it's a dangerous stretch of roadway.
Plus, from 64 to nearly 3,000, a shocking update on the death toll in Puerto Rico following Hurricane Maria.
And banned but not stopped what the owner of blueprints for 3D guns is choosing to do after a court order.
Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Erica Harris.
I'm Kevin Steele. Welcome to 12 News tonight. An early morning wreck leaves one man dead, shutting down the westbound lanes of I-10 west of Beaumont. 55-year-old Ronald Hooker from Pearland was killed when the car he was driving rear-ended an 18-wheeler this morning.
The crash near Highway 365 and I-10, that's about 15 miles west of Beaumont. All westbound traffic was detoured to Highway 365 as crews cleared the scene. And because of that accident and a string of accidents, we want to dig deeper. Drivers called the stretch of highway between FM 365 and Winnie extremely dangerous due to the construction along the road.
12 News reporter William Blanchett talked to TxDOT and some drivers in that area. William?
Well, Kevin, Erica, drivers I spoke with call that stretch of highway an accident waiting to happen. They say the construction has made the lanes too narrow. Now, a TxDOT representative says workers are widening Interstate 10 from 2 lanes in each direction to 3 lanes, starting from Walden Road to State Highway 73 in Winnie. Drivers are going through concrete barriers during construction. That means there's no shoulder lane. TxDOT says from 2013 to 2017, there have been 730 accidents. 85 of them were in road and work zones, and 45 are listed as speed related, and 42 involved distracted drivers. Now, I was able to talk to a truck driver who says the concrete barriers placed on the right lane of each direction of the highway makes it dangerous for everyone.
I have to be really careful not to touch the barrier or not to touch his. That is the problem. But most of the time, I see four-wheelers just cutting trucks, and not only trucks, everybody.
Now, a spokesperson for TxDOT says at the end of the day, they just want drivers to get home safely. Drivers are asked to be aware of their surroundings when driving through that area. Tonight at 6, we're talking to other drivers on what makes that stretch of highway so dangerous. In the studio, William Blanchett, 12 News.
William, thank you. A fatal accident near Lamar University last night left one person dead. 44-year-old Samantha Swanson from Orange died in the accident. It happened on Florida Avenue at MLK. Police say the driver of a Ford F-150 truck hit another vehicle traveling in the opposite direction.
Swanson was in the vehicle. The pickup hit on the passenger side, and unfortunately, she suffered fatal injuries. The driver in the pickup was not hurt. Tonight on the agenda for Orange City Council is making 16th Street a more welcoming place. The Director of Planning and Community Development, Kelvin Knopf, has been coming up with different approaches to encourage people not just to pass through, but to stop and enjoy the city.
He says he doesn't think it's an issue of people being afraid of the area, but about improving the atmosphere and making it something special. Some of the ideas are more costly and time-consuming than others, but tonight is just about putting them out there.
It's just the ambiance that people are looking for, that shoppers are looking for now. When you go to other communities that, you know, have much more amenities and just landscaping and the way their parking lots are and the way the building facades are, just creates that invitation.
While Knopf didn't know of any issues of panhandling around the community, some have voiced concerns about it on social media. Knopf hopes to have a public meeting in which business owners can voice their opinions and survey the public on their thoughts. We have some scattered showers all around Southeast Texas to talk about tonight.
Yes, keep your umbrellas handy. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn for a closer look. Patrick.
Things are slowly winding down, but as you said, a very active day across Southeast Texas, and looks like a soggy forecast the next several days across the area. Let's take a look, and as you can see, temperatures are generally in the 80s. However, it's 91 into Woodville. A lot of clouds left over from the storms earlier today, and a little closer inspection shows shows a few isolated showers that are drifting on off towards the north from Port Arthur. Otherwise, pretty quiet around the Jefferson County and Orange County. Further to the north, we are watching these showers and storms. Again, they are drifting on off towards the north, and some rainfall totals in excess of an inch out there. So our forecast this evening calls for those temperatures to fall down to about 83 at 8 p.m. More to come. Oh my goodness, more to come. And so is your forecast in just a few minutes.
The startling new numbers of the death toll in Puerto Rico following Hurricane Maria was severely undercounted. The official government death toll stands at 64, but an independent government commission study has determined that number is much higher at 2,975 people. Puerto Rico's governor is also creating a commission to implement recommendations in the new report and creating a registry of the people expected to be most vulnerable in a future storm.
So listen, the owner of a Texas company that has blueprints for making 3D printed guns, well, he says he will continue his work and sell blueprints despite the extension of a restraining order in federal court. How about that? The Seattle federal judge had banned Cody Wilson of Defense Distributed from posting those plans online. The Trump administration had sided with Wilson, but the court ruled again yesterday and said he couldn't do it. Thing is, Wilson says he will defy the order, and he started selling the plans this morning. Again today, flags across the nation's capital are at half staff, honoring the late Senator John McCain, who died Saturday after a year-long battle with brain cancer.
ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in Phoenix, Arizona, with more on the plans to honor McCain.
Final preparations underway to celebrate John McCain's life. Every detail here at the Arizona Capitol building where the six-term senator, war hero, and two-time presidential candidate will lie in state Wednesday, checked and confirmed with the McCain family.
Our mission has really been to just follow their lead and the senator's wishes. Honestly, I'm very proud to be a part of it.
The family reportedly not inviting President Trump to any of this week's services. After the White House flag was raised Monday, then lowered back to half-staff again, President Trump finally made his first public comments reacting to McCain's passing.
We very much appreciate everything that Senator McCain has done for our country.
Saying the White House will instead be represented at memorial services by Vice President Mike Pence, Chief of Staff John Kelly, National Security Advisor John Bolton, and Defense Secretary Jim Mattis.
So our nation has lost a great patriot, and our military has lost one of our most ardent supporters.
And after McCain lies in state here tomorrow, there will be a memorial service here in Phoenix Thursday. Former Vice President Joe Biden will deliver a eulogy. We've also learned he will be one of the pallbearers at a memorial service Saturday in Washington, D.C. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Phoenix.
And thousands are expected to pay their respects at the Arizona State Capitol, where McCain will lie in state tomorrow. Tonight, police releasing new details about the accused killer who opened fire and killed 2 people before taking his own life at a gaming tournament in Jacksonville, Florida. Court records show David Katz had previously been hospitalized for mental illness and was prescribed antipsychotic and antidepressant medications. His divorced parents reportedly could not agree on how to care for him.
Police say before the shooting, Katz retrieved 2 handguns from his car. Both weapons were purchased legally 2 weeks ago from a licensed dealer near his home in Baltimore. The first of 2 days has come and gone for the public viewing of the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. The viewing at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History in Detroit.
Franklin is dressed completely in red, legs crossed, and wearing red high-heel pumps, a diva until the very end. Franklin died 2 weeks ago at her home in Detroit following complications of pancreatic cancer. The public can pass by her gold-plated casket until Wednesday. Band, football, and more. Up next, we're introducing you to this week's star student.